everyone. Welcome to Open. I'm Rhina Valentin, your hosty Cafe con Leche for the next hour. Always encouraging you to get social with us online, that is. Tweet us and follow us on Instagram at BxRx TV and like us on Facebook at Open BxRx Television. And of course, you can follow me on Twitter, FB, Instagram, Insta Stories, and LinkedIn at Rhina Valentin. So our first guest is a Latina mediator, a life coach, and behavioral scientist from New York who's dedicated to helping people reach their highest potential, both personally and professionally, by taking a whole person approach to wellness. She, after a successful 5 seasons of working as a coaching consultant on OWN's hit series, Yanla Fix My Life, she decided to create an online workshop titled Happier Thinking for High Achievers, designed for people who have mastered success but are seeking overall happiness and fulfillment. Here to discuss more, please welcome Dr. Dinorah Nieves. Hello and welcome.
Welcome to you. Thank you so much for having me, Rhina. I need you to come on the road with me and just introduce me everywhere.
My pleasure. That would be my pleasure, because you know what? Not only would I be honored to do so, I'd even represent falling in the category of high achiever.
I tell you, raise your hand, right? I keep saying it. I'm not only the client. I'm not only a president. I'm also a client. It's an interesting phenomenon, right? When you have been taught to do and do and do and work and work and work and succeed and achieve and attain, and then you reach that moment where you have everything that you've worked so hard for and realize it didn't bring you the one thing you were looking for, which was that sense of satisfaction. So I think it's a common phenomenon amongst a lot of us. Yeah.
Sorry for the disappearing act. I dropped the paper that just breaks down your whole programming, and because I'm very interested. I'm interested on a personal level, because here's the thing, right? Here we go and we succeed and we make whatever money we set out to make, or we reach whatever goal in our career that we set out to, and then there's this part of like, okay, well, what really matters? Right? Because the happiness, where does it really lie? Well, I always go around saying happiness is a choice. Happiness is a choice. And so, I don't know, for some people that may lie in obtaining or attaining all of these accolades and or finances and so forth. But this fixation of constantly doing is where this conversation is geared towards, because it's kind of like, okay, you got there. Why is it so necessary to try and find more?
Absolutely. And that's who we're targeting here. And I know that population well. Hi again, right? Right. The success obsessed people, right? The high achievers, the overachievers for whom it is never enough. And over my entire career, that has kind of become my niche, if you will. I work with an inordinate amount of people who are incredibly successful, are attorneys, are CEOs, are celebrities. And then they reach what they thought was the goal, and they don't feel the sense of satisfaction they believed they would feel. And then in true overachiever mode, what do? Set a new goal, right? Move the mark, right? And so we never actually give ourselves a chance to relax, to sit, to breathe, to appreciate, to enjoy any of the things that we're working so hard for, because one of two things. Either we've convinced ourselves we don't actually deserve them, and so there's this kind of tension that happens when we achieve them. Well, this is not enough because we're not enough, so we need to be more, so we're going to need more, right? So there's that thinking. And then there's this other line of thinking that is the scarcity thinking, right? That we're always waiting for the other shoe to drop, and so we always have to be waiting to do more and create more and build more and have more in case it's taken away. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah. No, I'm listening to you and I'm going, wow, now that you put it that way, it all sounds fear-based. Yeah. It all sounds fear-based.
Absolutely. And, this is a big part of it, and it's an important reality for us. We don't take the time, we don't give ourselves the time or the space to really feel safe. And for many of us, right? And, you know, this is certainly not a problem for people of color. However, for us, this is how it shows up, right? Is many of us are from immigrant communities, migrant communities, and we are building our entire life and legacy on the backs of the work and the sacrifice that our parents and our families and our ancestors made. And there's a pressure there, right? That's really about validating their sacrifice through your life experience, right? And being able to create a life that says that was worth it, right? So there's another fear-based component there, which is just, do I have enough, but am I enough to validate the sacrifices made in my name, right? So there's all these things working together that just kind of push us into crazy, you know?
Right. Well, it's just the replay of that, of trying to accomplish more and try to outdo the next thing. And so really quickly, before we run out of time, walk us through what the program would entail. Like what are people set to experience in this program?
Yes, so it is a combination of presentation slides that include very carefully curated research to help people look at the statistics and the research around achievement, overachievement, and skills that help with that, right? And then there's actually coaching, video coaching that I have included that helps people move to the next level. And then I've developed worksheets and exercises specifically to help target some of our concern areas, right? Like the worrying and the planning and the overthinking and some of that stuff, and really give us skills that will help move us in a better direction so we can enjoy our success with much less stress. So I have developed a model. It's an acronym for CENTER. You'll have to buy the course to know what it stands for. And basically, it'll help give you the tools and the skills that you need in a 4-hour commitment to start changing your thinking so that you can think happier. Because a lot of people think that being happy is about external conditions and circumstances, or it's about how you feel, right? But a lot of our feelings and a lot of our external circumstances are built on our thinking. How do we perceive the situation in front of us? And then what do we create in response to that perception? So this course is really designed to help you look at things differently, learn to look at things differently, learn to think about things differently, and then employ a number of strategies, skills, and tools that will help you take that new perspective and turn it into a happier thinking and a more satisfied life.
Oh my gosh, I could listen to you all day. And you know, I wish we had
all day, so we're good.
No, because you know, you just described like this program that it really suits meditation. Like this is like almost the same thing I set out to accomplish through my meditation, which is establish the balance and the stillness of like being the observer, recognizing what's renting the most space in my thoughts, right? And so I just want to be clear though, because you said 4 hours. When you said 4 hours, you meant 4 hours in increments of an hour. Right.
So it's divided into 4 parts, but it is a virtual self-study course. So you can do it on your own time at your own pace. It's a 4-hour investment. So each part is on average an hour, and you're looking at about 20-25 minutes of video presentation. And then you have another half an hour or so of exercise time that you should really be willing to invest to use the worksheets and the exercises and maximize the outcome that you will get from doing those exercises and mastering the tools. So it's really about investing a small amount of time and a small amount of money to be able to get a really large reward. And this is what I keep saying to people. It's not about just getting a reward from the course. The course is going to help you really maximize your access to the rewards you already have that you can't even recognize. Because you're so success obsessed. Right.
It's like I said, it's about establishing balance and just taking a pause and realigning. It's almost like, exactly. It's lovely. And basically, from what I understand, correct me if I'm wrong, the course is $280.
$280. A couple of Starbucks. Can I say that?
It's all good.
A
It's
couple
all
of
good.
chai lattes, right?
It's all good. It's all good because I think that at this particular time in where we are, post-pandemic, kind of, sort of, the reopening, this is a wonderful time for anybody to really dive into that investment, that self-investment of knowing, like, okay, this is how I'm going to step out into this new world order.
Absolutely. And, you know, we just actually made some changes also to it to make it ready for corporations to offer as a corporate training to their employees and even to some of their constituency, because everybody does better when we're happier, right? Employees are 13% more productive when they're happier. And unengaged employees, right? Inactive employees are costing us over $300 billion in lost revenue. So it's important for us to really make an investment, not just in ourselves, but in the people who work with us and for us and around us, because everybody wins when
everybody wins. Everybody wins. I'm happy. You're happy.
Right.
The energy is light.
We all win. We all won.
Exactly. That's it.
Yeah.
Those are the doctor's orders, everyone.
Yes.
Dr. Dinorah Nieves, once again, you guys, to sign up for Dr. Dinorah Nieves' workshop, Happier Thinking for High Achievers, be sure to visit DinorahNieves.com. All right, we have to take a quick break, but when we return, we'll hear all about an initiative that will help New York City artists. Don't go anywhere.